Button right there. Now I start the countdown. Come on, countdown.
What?
There we go.
No, bye. I just sent you a text. Bye.
Okay, so there's the countdown
There's a
time.
lot of people that
So
make
just
it
let
out.
people know that we're on the air.
Can't forget where they came
Start to see
from.
this number start the time.
But I want to take y'all back where it all started.
So here's us.
Let me tell you about my city, a little town where I'm from, where everybody's southern raised, just as good as they come. Backwoods and mossy oak and mud holes. And back then we only ate what the farm grow. Man, I miss some days how we played on them dirt roads. And out of towners came with respect, cause they know we all close. Yeah, southern pride, toting gun folks. Welcome to my city, I-75 South, just north of Live Oak.
I'm from a city called Austin, Georgia, right on the border of Florida. I was raised on these dirt roads, mud tires spin. Backwoods when they ride, this is small town living, yeah. Now welcome to my city, Title Town 229. Turn it up so they can hear it loud. We eddy up with big trucks and Hemis, G's, pretty girls, good moonshine and whiskey.
It's nothing like our dirt roads, you can bet that, son. I'm from a city, by any means, we gon' protect our guns. I hang with the rednecks and yee-yees. We get up in big trucks in the backwoods like Indians and teepees. This the home of the mighty, mighty Vikings. Wildcats, blazing, title town license. Winners, pretty girls with country grammar. When I say about Austin, Georgia, I ain't talking about Atlanta. This a different type of city, where the woods are pretty, but get gritty, you hear me? What you know about that 229? You can find us on the Florida, Georgia line, where I reside.
I'm from a city called Lowndes, Georgia, right on the border of Florida. I was raised on these dirt roads, mud tires spin. Backwoods when they ride, this is small town living, yeah. Now welcome to my city, Title Town 229. Turn it up so they can hear it loud. We eddy up with big trucks and Hemis, G's, pretty girls, good moonshine and whiskey.
Hey, Viking Nation, thanks for joining us for the Viking Nation Live post-game show. The stadium is empty. We waited for all the sound to be, 'cause last week we tried to play it, we tried to record, and the loudspeakers were going, that kind of stuff. Hey, listen, we just watched something that no one in Lowndes County, no one in the state of Georgia and Florida expected. Armand, are you with me? You know, I expected us to win. I thought it was going to go late into the fourth quarter and Lowndes would eventually pull away. But to come out here and jump on the number 9 team in Division 5 in the state of Florida, the Manatee Hurricanes, the way we did, broke their spirit early on in the first quarter. Is that the script that you read? Did you expect that to happen?
You know, it's always Vikes by 50. Always Vikes by 50, right?
I love it.
I know I missed yesterday, but listen, I couldn't ask for a better birthday present. You know, I didn't get it. So Vikes win 42-7, but I didn't expect it to be so lopsided so fast. I wouldn't even lie to you. But, you know, complete game by the Vikings, you know, so.
Well, Armand, let me say this. Chase, let me say this as well. So everybody in Viking Nation can hear me say this. We need to owe an apology to Adam Carter and that defensive staff because I've been doubting them all year long. I've been saying they're young. The offense is going to have to carry them. But that was not the case tonight. That 3-3 stack came ready to play and shut down a very high potent Manatee Hurricane offense. You agree, Chase?
Absolutely, man. Team speed. They could not get to the outside. They had a little success in throwing some bubble screens out in the flats, but not to any extent. And man, our team speed is amazing on the outside.
Armand, on the show last night, we had one of the radio guys from the Manatee radio broadcasting on the screen with us, and I said, and they kind of reminded me of that tonight. I said that it doesn't make any sense for a team to try to run wide on us because of our team speed, and I was shocked that Manatee tried to do that a number of times. What impressed you about our defense and the way it seems to be maturing?
The defense all year, they've been there. right? They just wasn't making the plays. And I kept saying all along, hey, nothing to panic about. They just got they're there. They just got to make the play. And tonight they were there and they made the play. And once again, we got another interception. That's 4 weeks in a row. So we're winning the turnover battle, and the defense is putting the offense in great field position. And so they're playing complementary football, right?
Absolutely.
And like I've been telling y'all all year, don't worry about it. They're gonna be all right. The
It takes
schedule
care of
lines,
itself.
it does. The schedule lines up and allows this team to gel. And look, Malik Redden and Gavin Gates Lions have been pretty much the anchor of this team right here, and they're leading this team, and they're making plays. And the rest of the defense, all 15 who come in those regular rotations, they're making plays. And like I said, just let them get comfortable, let them get used to being under the big lights at the Concrete Palace, and everything else will take care of itself.
I'm reading between the lines of what you're saying. This coaching staff, Adam Carter's been saying to his team all year is trust the process, trust the process. I think it's time for the Lowndes Nation fan base to trust the process as well. Doesn't tonight prove it, Chase?
Absolutely, hands down.
Well, speaking of a player that had a big night, the return of the Juice Man himself, Jace Johnson. Chase, talk about how Jace came and it just seemed like he's basically been playing all year long. His composure was out of this world from the very beginning. Talk about what impressed you about Jace tonight.
All right, two things. One of them was his fake handoff, his play action, his read option, so deceptive tonight. So smooth. It was almost like he'd been doing it like he's a D1 quarterback. Also, his short game. We talked about that in previous weeks, especially after last season. He has the deep ball. We know he has the bazooka of an arm, and he can uncork it at any time. Short game needed a little work. We talked about that at times. Tonight, oh man, short game, long game, didn't matter. Running, scrambling around in the backfield when he got pressure. Amazing awareness in the pocket by Jace. Welcome back to the Concrete Palace, Jace Juice Johnson.
Hey, before we get back to Armand, Chase, I want to ask you one thing. Jace was one thing. He put some balls where they needed to be, but he had a great supporting staff around him, right? So talk about some of those guys that really, really stepped up and made Jace's return to the Palace so special and easy tonight.
Well, when you got running backs like Mason Woods is one of the top running backs in the state right now. I think he's sitting number 9 in 6A as far as rush yards. Well, you got a running back like that in the backfield, complementary football to a quarterback, an O-line that will just move mountains for that offense. A great support staff in Bubba Brown and Khalil Williams. Great effort by those guys in the past game, catching some great balls. Great play calling by the coaching staff, getting some early plays early on to get everybody comfortable, get Mason Woods involved early, get Khalil Williams, Bubba Brown comfortable, get Jace comfortable, get that offensive line some confidence. The way they were blocking, opening up holes for Mason Woods, buying Jace time to deliver the ball. Great job overall. Really impressive outing by this offensive staff, Coach Reese and his group. I keep, man, it was amazing to watch. I honestly, I'm like Larry, I did not expect this at all.
Yeah, Armand, listen, we can't leave tonight thinking that we just beat a pushover team in Manatee. From the moment they stepped on the field during their warmups, they looked the part, right? They had the size, they had the speed. Their quarterback had touch during warmups, but as soon as that ball was kicked off, that defense turned it up a notch into high gear. How were they able to shut down a very, very good Manatee offense?
Easily, they did. They played assignment football. They did what they were supposed to do. They came out here and they set the tone early. I always tell every team I've ever coached and been around, I tell them, hey, listen, come out there, hit them in the mouth. Hit them right in the mouth, and then dare them to get back up. And when they get back up, hit them in the mouth again. And that's what they did. That's what they did. But you can't discount the fact that it's that when you got a player like Jace Johnson coming back, they don't call him Juice for nothing, right? He bought he's back on the field. He's the leader of this team, and he bought an energy and a flair that just elevated the defense. So the defense came out. They played like they had nothing to lose, and the result is in. Pretty much would have been a shutout if it wasn't for a late second last minute score against the Threes. So, shout out to the defense. All they did was just play assignment football. They got there, they made the plays, they made the tackles, and they forced a couple turnovers. So that's how you do it.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up. But we have a lot more to say on Thursday night's Viking Nation Live. So make sure you join us on Facebook. We're now also broadcasting on YouTube as well. So look us up on either channel. But regardless of what you do, have a fantastic weekend. May God bless every single one of you. Hold on. Uh-oh.
I know he's fixing to say it. I'm going to second it.
Say it.
Smash that like button. Hit the
subscribe button.
There you go. There you go.
Follow
like
the Viking
true
Nation.
professionals, like true professionals. God bless every single one of you. And as always, go Vikings.
Go Vikings.